Love Transfused, Chapter 1. Although 40 pounds heavier than when they married 5 years ago, Camille knew she still looked good. Full breast, tummy, a round butt, and thick thighs makes for a happy man, she thinks as she pulls her nightshirt over her curvy pecan frame. Even a little bloating didn't change her opinion of her voluptuous body. Hearing her husband call her name, she picks up the phone. Yeah, I'm back. So, like I was saying, every year, at least 4 days before our anniversary, you hightail it up out of here, she says, turning down the sheets on their four-post bed. Fred, inhaling deeply and then exhaling through his large flared nostrils, tries to control his tone. You make it sound like I'm trying to get away from you, Camille. Well, are you? She asks matter of factly. Woman, are you serious? You're starting to irritate me. He replies, taking in a few more deep breaths. Look, yes, I have to leave just before our anniversary. Yes, it happens every year. But don't I always make it home the night before our anniversary? And don't we always wake up together on July 31st? Fred reasons. Yes, she whispers almost inaudibly. So what's with all the sarcasm tonight? PMS? Fred slips. Click. Camille wastes no time disconnecting this call. Yeah, PMS. Fred says, looking at the receiver in his hand. After slamming it onto the telephone base, he sits on the edge of his hotel bed. The bed creaks under his husky, dark chocolate, 230-pound body. Looking around the small hotel room, Fred loosens his tie and kicks off his shoes. He had a hard time leaving his wife for any period of time, but he always made sure he was back before their anniversary. As he reclines on the stack of pillows and picks up the television remote, any lingering doubt subsides. Every man deserves a break from a woman's monthly battle. Fred knows that war zone all too well, and while he hated leaving Camille, he hated PMS more. So he found enjoyment in yearly business trips. Heck, she should be thanking me. Fred huffs at the TV. He'd get a break and come home strong, with love dripping from his pores. Sure, she had always complained when he left, but the homecomings were always reminiscent of their wedding night, with years of experience mingled in. Letting out a loud groan that the hotel neighbors could have mistaken for a passionate encounter, Fred scratches his head and lifts the receiver. He continues vigorously scratching the waves while dialing his home number. If asked, he couldn't even begin to explain why he was calling his wife, but he felt compelled to do so. The phone rings several times. When it stops, there is silence on the other end, accompanied by the faint ticking of a clock. Camille. He calls to his wife softly, allowing the third syllable to fall into his throat. Stop crying. I'll be home soon, baby. He comforts. I know. She sniffles. Camille. The sun rises for sure. The rays, the days, all because of ya. Camille is very true, Blue. My body thrives and lives to be touched by you, Camille. So forget I'm gone. Soon I'm home. We'll be all alone and getting weak in tone to 90s love songs all day long. Is it really wrong? He flows effortlessly. No, Fred. Her heart replies in spite of her head. That's my girl. Now go get changed for bed and tuck yourself in. Fred instructs. I've already changed. She pouts. Okay. Did you check the doors? Yes. Set the alarm. Yes. Pull down the window shades. Fred inquires, thinking through everything he normally does before bed each night. I like looking out at the stars as I drift to sleep, you know. Camille answers, gazing at the moon. I know, but it's not you looking out that concerns me. It's who might be looking in thinking of ravaging my wife that I'm worried about. Boy, no one wants. Don't start with me again, he interrupts. Just get out of the bed, Stop stacking my pillows and pull the shades down, woman, he commands. Fred, that's just great, she huffs. He can hear her fiercely ruffling the covers and stomping across the floor. Thanks, Cam, Fred says, leaning his head back onto the headboard. Uh-huh. Just make sure my gift represents how thankful you are. I'm expecting something big this year. It is our fifth, you know. She replies, returning to the bed and picking up more pillows to stack. I know. How could I forget? With the yellow stickies, emails, monthly texts, and the telegram. I didn't even know people could still send telegrams. I know, right? But they do, she laughs. And I'm sure I'll get something tomorrow to help make me remember. Yep. I wish we could have had a party, though, Camille sighs. I know, but you know. Fred is interrupted by Camille's finishing his sentence. We don't have any money, she says tiredly. We never have any money. One day, Cam, one day. Fred replies, yeah, I've heard that before and am all too familiar with it. They yawn in unison. You'd better get some sleep, baby. You have work in the morning, Camille suggests. I love it when you call me baby. Did I ever tell you that? I'll call you in the morning. He places his watch and his wallet on the hotel nightstand. Okay, I love you. Love you too. Sweet dreams. Bye, Camille says, hanging up before Fred can reply. Tears flow down her face as the phone begins to ring. Hello? Her voice cracks. Don't cry, baby. I'll be home soon, okay? Fred says, trying to comfort the love of his life. Okay. I love you, baby. I love you too. Night, he says softly. Night, baby, Camille says, closing her eyes. She allows her head to sink into her pillow, with the phone still to her ear and her hand on Fred's side of the bed. Just as he'd hoped, she drifts off into a sound sleep almost immediately. He knows this is true because he can hear her melodious snore. Fred starts to hang up the phone, but changes his mind. Instead, he turns off the lights, TV, and lays back on his own pillow stack, allowing himself to be serenaded to sleep. As the sun's rays begin peeking around the side of the window shade, Camille is awakened by a ringing phone. With eyes half open, she reaches for the phone that lies in front of her. Hello? She gargles. There's no answer, but the ringing continues. What the? Camille frowns, looking at the phone. Blinking rapidly, she realizes she's holding the cordless phone that she fell asleep with. Turning it off, the low battery signal chimes. Of course, she whispers, placing the phone on its base on the nightstand. Recognizing the ringing of her cell phone, Camille stumbles out of bed and into the bathroom. Emptying her purse on the counter, she finds it. Hello? Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to reach the wife of Floyd Maddox. Is this Camille Maddox? The male caller inquires. Yes, this is she. Ma'am, my name is Scott Greenhouse. I'm calling on behalf of Bonner Plastic Company. Uh-huh. Camille breathes, making her way back to her bed, feeling slightly irritated. Scott clears his throat. Yes, ma'am, he says hesitantly. I'm calling you this morning because it's my job to notify the families. End chapter 1.